welcome back. We are working on refilling our pantry today, so I'm going to make some potato chips. I have a picky eater, and this is one of the few things that he'll actually eat, and it's really expensive to buy them, and it's really bad for them. So I just make my own. So I have a mandolin, and I'm going to put it on thin slices, grabbing a snack, and I'm going to cut as many chips as I would like to make. Alright, and we have our chips. Now I'm going to be making three different flavors. So I'm going to separate these into a separate bowl, and then I'm going to fill both bowls with water. Now that I have both bowls full of cold water, you're going to start seeing the chips go from this really flimsy floppy to it's going to get pretty stiff. Now in this bowl, I'm just going to leave it as water because I want to make these into normal salted chips, and then I'm going to make a spicy chip out of this one. But the other one I want to do like a salt and vinegar. So I'm going to add some vinegar to the bowl while it's soaking. And then I'm going to let this sit for at least 2 hours, and because you really want it to get some of that starch out and prepare the chips for better frying. Alright, I am finishing up the last batch of chips. There's not a lot of spicy ones, but I'm not sure if my husband's going to like them as potato chips. I know he loves my spicy blend with the tortilla chips, but we don't know about the potato chips. So we are doing a small batch to try that out. And I just wanted to show you just how much oil you save by using my cookie sheet. Let me show you. So this was all of the chips I made, and all of that oil that I poured back into the pan would have been in paper towels, and instead I used 2 paper towels. And alright, and those are the 3 different flavors of chips that I made this time. These are a favorite of my family's. I make them a lot. A little bit of a rule of thumb is if you're going to make an entire storage bag of chips, it takes an hour per storage bags to fill it all the way up. Since I did more like a bag and a half this time, because I did 3 different flavors, it took about an hour and a half. Obviously that will be different depending on the size of pan that you use. I make a lot of chips at once with my wider pan. I started out using a smaller pan, and I had to make like 4 chips at once, and it took a really long time. Once your oil is cooled, what I like to do, I don't like wasting it. I like to just put a cheesecloth over a jar, and then I pour that oil through the cheesecloth, and I save that oil for next time I'm going to fry. And that cheesecloth just grabs all of the debris that might be in the oil. And this makes it so I go through way less oil than I would have before. And saving it with that wire rack and the cooking sheet that I showed you just makes it a little bit more worth it. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.